Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is for day 3 of Swordtember and the prompt was gears. This is possibly one of my favorites because I kind of had an idea right from the start, the kind of shape and design I wanted for this blade. A gear or cog at the hand guard and a smaller gear at the pommel and some kind of brass copper color for the whole sword. I've got pretty much the basic shape that I want right from the start, and I put in a cog. This cog I would actually go on to redraw, maybe, I believe I started from scratch twice on this cog, and so I'll talk a bit about that later, but at the moment it just looks like a metal flower, which is not the look I was going for, obviously. If you want to see a couple of the first prompts that I've done for this Swordtember, I'll leave a link up the top. So yeah, the handle, I didn't want it to just be a basic handle. I wanted some kind of twisted metal design in the handle, and so I'm mucking around with that for a little bit, trying to find something that I feel works and had a little bit of contrast with the colors in terms of the handle and the cogs. I didn't want them to be the same color, and I extend here the handle just so I can get an extra twist of the metal in and make it look a little bit more polished. The blade was perhaps the easiest part of the whole sword. I did feel it looked a little bit plain compared to all the stuff that was happening on the cogs and the handle, so I would add a couple of holes in the blade just to give it a little bit more interest. I'm always looking forward to feedback, so if you want to leave a comment below as to how I could improve or how much you like it, I always appreciate the feedback. So here I go back to the cog, or my metal flower as it were, and I'm trying to mess around with different shapes, with different shadows, with different highlights to try and make this shape work, and it just doesn't. So very soon you'll see I redraw from scratch for the first time, and not for the last. I think one of the problems with cogs is they have not only the vertical lines, but the horizontal lines. And transferring that to pixel art at this scale is very difficult. So here we start the first redesign of the cog from scratch. I kind of liked the shape it had at one point, but I just couldn't use the highlights and the shadows to create the form that I wanted. You can see it kind of looks like little balls on the end of this, flat cog, and that wasn't really what I wanted, so I tried to extend it, but it just wasn't working. You'll see, around here I actually spend about 5 or so minutes and went looking for cogs and gears that I could translate the pixel art at this scale a little more easily. And so this is my second complete redrawing of the gear, and here you can see this is pretty much the shape that I start to go with, and from there on I just experiment a little bit with shadows and highlights to create different shapes and forms until I find something that I'm happy with. I always like to leave the process of the struggle in my videos. It's easy to go to Instagram or Twitter and see the finished product and not realize the journey it took to get there, and I like leaving better expectations for people who are just trying pixel art for the first time. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable anyway, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I've got a lot more of this content coming. I'll also leave links in the description below to my Twitch and a Discord community that loves the pixel art. Anyway, stay safe, thanks for watching, really appreciate your view. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.